Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your reading for today. Now this reading is going to be different than the one earlier. What does Capricorn need to be aware of? 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 Come on. Alright. This 5. I just need one more card after this. No. I do not look at my cards when I play them. Let Spirit guide me. I need one more card. What does Capricorn need to know? Just need the right card. Okay, just be fair. The card is really the last card. Okay, so let's see. And for the top overlay, fold it upside down. What does Spirit Capricorn to know? Go back. Take this. Oh, I had it right. Like this. Like this. Like this. Take this. Take this. I'm not getting side messages. Now, I do typically do side messages in my own personal readings, but being that I'm just starting out on YouTube, I may not be doing that until the beginning of next month. Now, top overlay. Now, your current action, what you're currently aware of for your current action is hiding your true self. So you're splitting yourself off into pieces, Capricorn. There's a side of you that you show to your world, to the world, and there's a side of you that you hide away. And it's not the side of you that you think. I'm not sure what kind of Capricorn I'm speaking to, but it's more of the outside. You are showing controlled discipline. You make it seem like you're a free thinker or a free speaker, but you're talking on subjects that you know people want to talk about. The things you want to talk about aren't coming to mind. You don't even let those thoughts see the light of day. In fear of judgment. You're denying yourself the freedom to show people who you really are. Dang, you're denying it even exists. Because you're not sure it'll be accepted. And this is something that you are consciously aware of. This is something that you're presently doing in the moment. So you are aware of this. Oh my. I was going to move on to the next card, but an additional note that Spirit wants to add. The more you bury this deep, like, the more you deny that you're denying certain aspects of yourself, the further down you try to push it, the more it drifts back into your conscious mind and it reflects in your present moment, meaning that even if you think that other people don't see it, they can see that there's something that you're trying to hide. And this is what you're presently doing with your present actions. What you are conscious of. You have addicted and forgotten oneself. I'll overlay it back later. Peace is in your conscious mind where it's like you're making a bargain with yourself that you can become the person you want by pretending to be the person that others want you to be. So yeah, it makes no sense, but it makes sense to you. And like I said, I don't know what kind of Capricorn I'm speaking to, but you want to be likable, you want to seem like you're mature, you want to seem excuse my cat. So it's like you alright, I'm just gonna speak freely how Spirit is over here saying it. You're trying to change into something or someone you're not meant to be, you are speaking as if the thoughts that you have are not your own, and it's clear to people around you that what you're saying it just to say it. You're not in full agreement with it, but the people around you, they're gonna let you rock because, in a sense, you're sharing the same belief that they have. They don't know if it's you're just copying them or imitating them. But at this current time, they don't have an issue with it. But on your side, it's more like the moment you say something that's a different opinion from the voices around you, that's when all hell's gonna break loose. So you decide just keep your mouth shut and just take on this role, take on these bits and pieces from other people. And I'm not saying that you're doing it to fit in, it's just, in a sense, avoiding conflict. And then we have addicted. Excuse the fireworks in the background. My neighbors over here been dealing with fireworks since earlier in the day. I was trying to wait until they stop, but apparently they're gonna keep on going. But what was I saying? Alright, addicted. Now this may not apply to all of you, but this is not a few. This is like, I don't want. Actually, yeah, corn spirit could be the vast majority of you, but you're indulging in something. But like I said, you're aware that you're not voicing your own opinion. You're aware that you're denying yourself the freedom to be all of who you are. So you're indulging in something, whether it's weed, alcohol, or any other kind of substance. Something to distract you from the fact that you're not happy with yourself, you're not happy with life, you're just not happy because you're not being you, and you're aware you're not being you. But at the end of the day, what I'm hearing is that you feel like it's not safe to be your true self around whoever it is you're really around. Or this can be in general, like no matter where you go, no matter who you meet, whether it be your home life, family life, work life, you don't feel safe, you don't feel comfortable being 100% yourself, or letting your thoughts and opinions be known, because you know they're different than what the vast majority believes or what the vast majority says. And subconsciously you're adapting to any situation. Whenever you're in a social setting, in a crowd or in a group, you become a chameleon blending in. Or the type of person that's wearing a mask. Dang, there's a lot of anger and resentment, but you're projecting that onto others. It's like you're blaming them for how how you're choosing to interact with them. But again, this is subconsciously. You may not be aware that you're projecting, but whatever anger or resentment you may be feeling about the situation, you're projecting onto them. And this is that you're going to be met with anger if you speak out of turn. Like they're backing you into a corner and forcing you to mirror them and imitate them. If you ever were to speak up and just test the waters, to see how acceptable your ideas really are, you're going to be alone in the world. Like, you're going to be abandoned. You're going to be looked down upon, forgotten. See, the image on this card is like a female. She's not wearing anything. Like, there's no pure blankets all over the floor. And like the sun is shining down a little bit, so you know if it's half sunny and half not. Like, but the energy I'm getting from this card is like, even though you can't see it, there are people up on the balcony. Now in this card, there's no balcony, there's no other people around, but that is what I'm feeling. That you'll be alone, that you'll be mocked, laughed at, and people looking down at you because you had the audacity to believe or think something different. Now, like I said, there's no other people in this card. It's just the one female, like sitting here with the blankets on the floor. But it's your fears, your subconscious thoughts, thinking that no, they're looking down at me, they're laughing at me. I can't see them, but I know they're there. I know this is what's gonna happen, and that's part of the reason why you're terrified to even try. Now again, this is your subconscious. You may not be aware of it, but this is what's going on in the background. And the last one, you have the temple of my body. This is so strange. Because these cards are not only based off the imagery, but the phases of the moon and the stages of death. You know, you have denial, anger, depression, bargaining, acceptance. I know if you set them out of order, but the 5 stages of death. With this card, surprisingly, it speaks to acceptance. This is what I think, this is what I feel, this is how I look, this is how I am. And it's funny because you also have the first quarter moon. And with the first quarter moon, it forms a perfect 180 degrees. There can sometimes be difficult, if I remember correctly with this moon phase, there can sometimes be difficulties or speaks to a challenge. But to push through. There is a small part of you that is resisting all of this, saying no. This is what I think, this is what I feel, this is what I believe. because you're understanding how all of this is affecting your physical health, like how you playing a role. So yeah, with the addicted card, you are doing something that, listen, whether it be alcohol or something different, there is something you are doing that is affecting your physical health, and subconsciously you are aware of that. That's why you still have this small part of you that is aware that this has got to stop, this has got to change. You accept the fact that you are you who you are, that you believe what you believe, but it's challenging for you to make this, for this even drift into the conscious mind where you actually see it and be aware of it, because of everything that's going on externally from you. So a small part of you is just buried in the background in your subconscious mind. Even though you're not consciously aware of it, it is still there. And I put an overlay back. We have the Queen of Fire overlaying hiding your true self, addicted, and forgetting oneself. With this card, Spirit is trying to remind you that it's okay to be bold and voice a different opinion than others. Have confidence in your beliefs. One moment. Sorry, I had to wait for them to stop just a little bit. But yeah, not everyone follows along to the beat of the same drum. You offer a diversity of ideas. Stop playing this caricature you created, and find your way back to yourself. In love and grace, it's time to be all of who you are. Not one way in public and another behind closed doors. If you even allow yourself to be free behind closed doors. Don't let the thoughts and beliefs of others silence you. You are worth being heard. And overlaying addicted, masquerade, and move alone in the world. You have the King of Water. We have King of Water. It's time to be kind to yourself. Support yourself. Be the good man in the storm. Offer yourself the emotional security that you're trying to find at the end of the bottle, okay? Please do not come after the messenger. Please do not come after the messenger, please. I didn't hear what I said until after I said it, and I'm like, oh. But Spirit said it how they said it. Whatever comfort you were trying to find at the end of the bottle, whatever comfort you're trying to find at the end of that puff pass, give it to yourself and be that emotional security. The King of Water is not someone who indulges in emotions but are aware and is aware of them. He has learned to balance the mental and emotional. And express himself in a way to be understood. not just by appealing to the mind, but appealing to the heart. So, in a sense, what Spirit is trying to say in order to move out of this, like the fear of people laughing at you, judging you, that speaks to emotional insecurity, as well as masquerade. You're putting on a front, you're putting on an act. The King of Wands, again, this is subconscious, but what you need to what Spirit's advising you consciously do is to move with the King of Water energy, to be your own emotional security. What you're consciously doing is reinforcing your subconscious. But the moment you start being your own emotional security, your own emotional support, and finding confidence in yourself to express yourself freely through your words, through your thoughts, actions, and emotions, this will lessen in a sense that you will start questioning what it is you really have to be afraid of, and why did you feel so much fear in the first place. You're angry for those that are around you for putting you in this position where you have to stay silent and keep your opinions to yourself. But with the King of Water, you're taking responsibility for your own emotions. It's not so much as you're taking accountability for your own actions, you're taking accountability for your own emotions. You know you're angry, you know you're frustrated, but your anger is not really with them, it's with yourself, because you're choosing to keep your mouth shut and not say anything along, and like playing along with something you know is either making you feel uncomfortable or something you don't fully agree with. And the Spirit is saying it's time to cut that out. And lastly, we have the Three of Water, overlaying forgetting oneself, alone in the world, and the temple of my body. Now's the time for celebration. Even though this is Three of Water, I'm hearing diversifying ideas. It's like you're opening the way for a new debate, and a debate is different than an argument, because y'all aren't fighting. If you do choose to actually say what you truly think and start to make that change, start to make that effort, you're creating the stage for an actual debate, not to argue who's right or who's wrong, or more of, okay, why do you believe that is? Why do you feel that is? Like, you're opening the door for a better understanding, for a different viewpoint. Oh, you think this? And instead of saying, no, you're wrong, Spirit is saying, how do you know you're going to be laughed and judged and mocked for it? Sometimes when you have an opposing idea or opinion, it can bring families closer. So for some of you, this person or these people can be family members. Possibly for most of you, not all of you. It can open it can open the floor for differing opinions and like a deeper level of understanding each other. And you'll come to realize there is nothing to fear at all. Now, this card also does speak to another message that is more personal for you. Because yes, it does speak to a celebration, but celebration of self. You are unique. You have ideas. You have a mind that's different from those around you, and that's okay. Some people are meant to swim alone, to find their joy, to find their happiness, to find their own way in life. Spirit saying you'll find a way and you'll make a way. And the sooner you accept and embrace the fact that you are different, that you don't need to be the same, you choose to speak up and become more accepting of yourself. But in order to change your subconscious thoughts, in order to change your subconscious beliefs and work on subconscious beliefs, you have to consciously take action. You have to make the first step by changing the way you think and changing the way you be, and changing the way your your current actions, by changing your current actions, by actually embracing your differences, moving with confidence and speaking with confidence. Now, what is the advice for Capricorn? What is the advice for Capricorn? What is the advice for Capricorn? Oh, wait, no. Take these or put them back. I already said I'm not doing side messages. Spirit can be a little persistent. That's advice. Okay, one card fell out. I'll take this one and put it back. Wait, this one in it, or is it another side message? Okay, this one is definitely fate. Yeah, Fortuna, fate. That is so weird. Your advice is to let things play out as they're meant to be. No one has full control over the future. In a sense, you cannot control the thoughts and actions of another. if certain bonds are destroyed over the differing of opinions or ideas, they are no longer in alignment with you and need to be removed from your path. You think you can avoid the inevitable, but sometimes you have to let go of others for bigger and better things. You're being alright. So yeah, you may not be, you're not saying anything because you're scared of the outcome of what's gonna happen, like laughed, mocked, ridiculed, judged. Apparently subconsciously is to believe you're gonna be abandoned, but your advice, let things play out. Because those who will fight with you over a difference in opinions instead of respecting, they don't have to accept it, but if they don't respect it, you'll see who truly values what you have to say in your perspective on things and who just wants you to play along and not speak out against them. Either way, you're being advised to let things play out how they play out. Because even if you move in silence and keep this to yourself, at the end of the day, whoever's not supposed to be around you, they will end up being axed out your life, for lack of better words. It just may take longer. I did that for the other reading. I'm going to do it this one as well. Oh, at the bottom of the deck had black flower fragrance. All things must wither and die. What's being manifested is a new beginning with the full moon, but you're refusing to let go of what's already dead and dying. So yeah, this just may go back to what I was saying earlier with your advice. There is someone that you definitely need to let go of, but you may not be aware of who that is because you're refusing to speak your true mind. It's not everyone that's gonna up and leave and abandon you. That's what you fear, consciously and subconsciously, but that's not the case. There is one person in particular, however, that you do need to be made aware of, and they definitely gotta go. This is also at the bottom of the deck. The moment you find your way to speaking up and speaking out, you will know who it is. Anyway, Capricorn, that's what I have for you, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like and subscribe, as there will be more videos to come. See you in the next one.